Welcome to Gary's Hobby Studio. In this video, I am back downstairs. That's right. Floor's been done. I've got some of my stuff in. It's been a wonderful ride for 4 months. Everything's now a work in progress. In case you haven't seen, there is shit everywhere. But it is great being back down here. I've made some changes. I was able to fit all my knick-knack trinkets and other junk in the closet, so I'm not saying I won't be going into the closet for stuff. I just shouldn't have to go into it a lot. I'm going to change some things down here over where I paint my miniatures and everything. Adding some cabinets, some more of those super satchel cubes to hold plastic trays of the super satchel type that's going to hold paint and other kinds of stuff that way. But I will show you a bunch of stuff with it, and hopefully things will start to return back to normal. I'm hoping to get the servers back online here real soon and switch everything back over, because I really hate the Verizon modem. I've hated it for 4 frickin' months. It has not been the greatest internet at all. I've had where a couple of my Linux laptops they couldn't update. It was a royal pain. I don't know why. They would try to update, but then couldn't. So I don't know if it's just a compatibility issue between the Verizon modem, which is like, I'm not good at this whole thing, but that guy right there on the wall. New microphone stand, way better than the other piece of garbage that I bought. This was a little more, I can't remember what I paid for this. It wasn't really high, but I want to say it was around the medium. It wasn't like $99. It might have been like 30 or 40 bucks, something like that. It's definitely better than the 15 or 20 or whatever I spent on the one, which, I mean, it was good for the time, but now it just, So I'm going to use it for other things, like maybe a webcam holder for one of the desks or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet. I know there's a few things I want to do up in the ceiling. I'm going to put a bar overhead so that I can use this right here. This arm is nice because it can, as soon as I figure out how to move it and everything, there we go. But this one's like multi-adjustable, and I also bought a clamp. So this way I can mount it to the ceiling, and I mean, look at how far down it is. I mean, I'm sure I'll probably have it like this or something like that will hold a camera up out of the way. But it's better than the way I used to clamp it, which I tried to clamp them onto the edge and stuff like that. And I've got the one friction arm actually holding it up. And I bought a 10-inch ring light, but I found a 6-inch, which is a little smaller. I'll probably buy that and replace this one, just because of the fact that to me it's a little too big sitting between the two monitors. But that's some of the new stuff that's going to be coming into play here. And yeah, I'm so excited to get back down here and get everything back up and running the way it should be. It's been way too long. It's been a pain, and now I don't have to kick my wife out of the room. And not only that, but with the ceiling tile in, it said on the description, I think on Lowe's website, that it kind of has some sound dampening, which, to be honest with you, it has. I left the TV on right now, and it's at our normal volume, not too high, not too low, and I don't even hear it, which is great, because especially with the noise reduction on this, and when those things fire back up, hopefully it'll kind of balance everything out. I'm not exactly sure, but I do have the fiber cables all run to all 4 units that have fiber cards in it. I have to to change my main, the R710, because it had a 4-port. As a matter of fact, I will show you it. This card, I paid way too much money. Way too much. But at the time, I needed it because I didn't have a switch. This is the Intel X710 DA4. And it has 4 fiber ports. The transceivers did not come with it. That was another couple $100. But this is what I used before. I had one of these ports going to the switch. One port to one SAN, one port to the other SAN. And then that way the file server can talk to the two. Well, now with the switch, everything's going to be on its own port. And I can now VLAN it. I can now do snapshotting. I can now do a lot more than what I could before. Which is really nice, because this way I don't have to worry about it. But I'm definitely going to hang on to this if I ever need something that, excuse me, that needs more than one port. I wish I could get RJ45 transceivers for this card. They don't exist. And the reason being is because I'd like to use this, excuse me, in my 710, or I mean my 410, as a replacement for the existing card that's in there. So that way, if Verizon ever ups the speed to, like, 10 gig, which probably won't be for a while. I don't believe this supports 2.5, but at least if they go up to 10G, I can at least, be able to do it, or just have a 10G connection to my network. But I don't think they do, and don't know why that's going on. The only other card I've seen that I could replace it with that would work currently is a Chelso T540 card. It has 4 RJ45 ports, which would take the place of that, and it can do 1 and 10 gig, which, again, trying to future-proof the future, hopefully. Just depends on, money of the companies that want to up the speed. But I will now show you the videos that I recorded on my cell phone of the room of different various states. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so what I have gotten done is that I added all 12 optic keystones here. Now granted, they're all not going to be filled up, because this port here is going to be connected to this one here. This one's going to come out, and the rubber grommet to keep dirt out is going to go back in. Okay, and then these ones over here are going to be connected to the servers down here, and I'll mark them as I do them. I'll leave like every other one, because it's going to go like, this will be for 710, 420, SAN 1, SAN 2, but I'm not going to use them both up yet, just because I don't know if I'm going to need a 20 gig connection where I bind 2 of them together, and it's more for failover than anything else. If I don't need it, then I can always add like other devices. I know I'm planning on adding some other ones at some point, but 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 are going to be used up. These 2 will be open. This one's going to be used to connect to that switch, and this one will be there. And then these are 10 gigabit RJ45. Sorry, my mind went. And that way, if I would decide to change the SANs over to RJ45, I can plug in the keystones here, and then run short cables from here to connect them there. Then that would free up fiber ports. Again, not sure what I'm going to do, but that's pretty much what I've gotten done so far. I got to shorten that one cable for the living room because it's way too long. Rather have too much than not enough. I still got to punch these 2 down. There should be a third one somewhere. Yeah, I got to punch this one down because this one's for over here. And I reattached a monitor stand for my monitor for when I'm painting miniatures and stuff like that, and I'm following along with tutorials and sitting here because I have a Bluetooth keyboard that I bring over for that. Tomorrow, hopefully, the hutch will be reattached to this, hopefully. We shall see. Time will only tell. Wish I could actually have put this in the back, but the lip in the back is only about that far, and it needs to be a lot deeper for these to clamp on, or I would have totally done something totally different. But unfortunately, it doesn't always work the way I want it to. So, and yeah, I'm just playing around on the internet, getting things set up. Like I said, hopefully tomorrow things will be better. I did screw up on the floor. I want to say it's right about here. This is the only spot on the floor that it'll squeak, and that's because I cut the wood funny. If you look back at some of my other videos, you'll see it. And I tried to patch it, and I screwed it up. But like I said, this is the only part that creaks, because after that, walking here is fine, walking over towards the cabinet, everything but that spot right there. And again, I'm not planning on ripping this floor up just to make it quiet. I'll live with it. It's took me way too long to get this done. I simply refuse to redo it. Unless something goes wrong with the floor and I have to redo it, and that's fine. But I'm not going to do it just for a stupid squeak. I'll tell you that right now. I'll live with it. Okay, so thanks to her brother's help, I actually have my desk back. Woohoo! And to be honest with you, that actually didn't turn out too bad. I have to flip the plastic pieces because I think they're backwards for this. It works fine for over here, but not this way. No, actually, I think I did put them on backwards. Yeah, I did. But anyways. But yeah, I mean, it's not exact, but it works. It's fairly sturdy. I mean, it doesn't shift, which I'm highly impressed. So yeah, so I have my desk. I got to move everything back. Got to clean up all this. This gets thrown out. I'm probably going to pull those locking pieces out and keep those, just because I'd rather keep them than throw them away, because I can always use them in other things or whatever. But yeah, I'm finally going to have my room back. After 4 fucking months, I'm going to have my room back. All right. And as you can see, I have been busy putting stuff away. At least the stuff that I'm keeping anyways. And as you can definitely see, there is a bunch of crud. It's stuff I'm going to need, stuff like all the paint supply stuff. Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep that stuff. There's some fiber cables that are going to be used. I got my monitors connected. There's some adjustments I have to make. But now I've got a 3-monitor setup there. I got to see how I set that up for DaVinci Resolve. And then I got my monitor here that I will watch painting videos and stuff like that. And there's a few other pieces I'm going to buy for this to change things around here a little bit. And I managed to, as far as I know, put all my knick-knack trinket type stuff, old DVD movies that, yeah, I'm going to keep them, you know, and crap like that in there. There's one that I have to figure out where I'm going to put it. I have to find a spot for it yet, but, and everything. It's just going to take some time. I've been working on it. Slowly but surely, you'll see the final product once I can get it all done. We'll see what happens. I doubt if it'll be done anytime soon. I did get all the servers put back in the rack. I don't have them powered and I don't have them wired up yet. Just because I was trying to make room for us to walk through, which, as you can tell right here, we can actually get to stuff which is what normally we couldn't before. But that's the whole thing. I wanted to try to at least get it so we can get around. I know there's some stuff like that. There's some stuff there I want to try to hang up. I just got to see, because I'm making plans. One thing I'm planning on buying as soon as Sam's Club ever gets it back in is there's a 2-door version of this cabinet. This one's 24 inches wide. The one with 2 doors is 30 inches wide, and I'm going to put it over here to keep more of this stuff over here where I work doing that. It's going to be slid down closer to the bookcase here. That is going to move over here, and then on this side of this cabinet here will be stuff that pertains to airbrushing, because again, that's my airbrush station as soon as I can get everything moved. Okay, and I've been starting to slowly wire this stuff up. I got to do a little bit of cable management, but here are the 4 new fiber cables. They come there, 2 come that way, 2 come this way. I tried to use 1 meter, but they were too short. But the 2 meters, thank God I ordered those, were plenty long enough. There's my primary SAN, secondary SAN, secondary VM server, the primary VM server, and they're all wired up to that patch panel. And then all I have to do is take out this one, this one, this one, and this one, and wire it up to ports here. These are what I was talking about, these small little fiber cables. I want to say these are OM3, maybe? Yeah, OM3. And those are OM4, which to me, they're the same thickness. So, you know, Amazon finally had these at a reasonable price. I think it was like $35 for 5 of these, where before it was like $39 for 1. Because there was a guy I followed on YouTube, or I saw his video of his home network, and I saw these, and I asked him where he got them from, and he told me, you know, he even gave me the link, and when I clicked on the link, oh my God, like I said, it was like $39 for 1 of these size. These are about 7 inches, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? There's no way I'm paying $39 for 1 of these. So when I finally found, you know, like I said, a set of 5, which I got to order another 5-pack. That way I've got enough to cover all 12 ports. When I found those for $35, I bought 2 of them at 2 different times, because I ordered one and I was like, you know what, I'm going to need more. And then I ordered a 2nd pack when I ordered some other stuff. So I actually have the cables to actually connect them. This is, and I removed the 1 fiber cable from there. Yeah, I was just thinking. But this is from the original set when I bought this to give me 10G. And then these are the brand new ones that I bought. So I'm probably going to use this one first, since I've already used that, and then just whittle my way down. Because I'm going to put 1 here so that it'll go up to here. As a matter of fact, let's do that now. It's going to be fun trying to do this one-handed. Okay, I should have just stopped the video and done this, because my hand actually stopped it, so I had to start it again. So what we'll do is we will pull this little rubber bumper out. Set that in there. Take the transceiver. Stick it in there. Pull that little rubber stopper out, and since I've already got this out, pull those 2. Plug it in there. There's the little snap. Take these 2 off. And then plug this one in here. And now it's snapped in. So now I have a much shorter cable. I'm thinking about buying short ones for these to... That's sloppy. I don't know. I mean, they work. So, but anyways, so now I have a 10G connection from here to this switch. So this way, anything that's plugged into here can get to the internet, or if I section it off, because I'm going to VLAN the two SANs, which are these two right here. These two are the virtual servers. This is for a third server when I get it built at some point. Virtual server, it's not going to be for a while. These will be for these, or, you know, whatever I decide. Just depends. I've got my wireless access point hooked back up. And yes, my room is a mess again because I'm trying to set it all back up, find everything, and yes, I'm having a wonderful time with that. As you can see, there is my new triple monitor set up there for when I'm using DaVinci Resolve. And may the 4th be with you. I know this will be late when you guys see it. Finished watching Return of the Jedi, and then they had a really messed up show on TBS that I'm not even going to say right after it. And so I found Spaceballs, so I'm going to watch Spaceballs, the movie, Spaceballs the Lunchbox, Spaceballs the Flamethrower. Wish they would make one. That would be awesome. I would buy one in a heartbeat. So, yeah, the room's starting to come back into shape. Found out that these are rated at 1 gig, which, shockingly, I used a couple of these prior, and it was doing pretty good at 10G, so don't ask me. But I bought some OM4s, which, even though I think they say on here, yeah, they say 10G, but they also talk about 25 and 40, and I'm thinking if OM4 is rated for like 25, so I'm kind of trying to future-proof everything. But there'll be a few upgrades to this. I think I can buy these kind of like half, where it's just like those two on the, like the, from the middle and the right, and I can get them and get 2 more up here, which would give me some extra storage for stuff here, and I don't know what I'll do with that. I could put it over here maybe, or I can, you know, I don't know, do something with it, maybe even put it here. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet. It's like anything else, you know, as you upgrade stuff, you got to decide if you're going to keep it, pitch it, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, got a lot of my books back. Like I said, I just got stuff just as I'm pulling stuff in, and then as I read things up and decide what I'm keeping and what I'm pitching and all that nice fun stuff. A couple of model cars that I need to build. Okay, and as you can see, I've been having some fun. Yeah, like I said, the room's going to be a wreck for a while, but I'm going to try to be able to kind of squeeze some reviews of stuff in. I still got the one webcam. I think I brought it down. Yeah, I did. Still want to redo this one. Just because of the fact that whenever I had it connected upstairs, I wonder if it was the lighting, because I noticed that if I turn on the lights that are mounted up here, it kind of lights me really weird, but this one actually lights me really good. I kind of like this one. That's why, like I said, I want to get the smaller one so it fits better in between the 2 monitors, and because I'm sure you saw in the video my new setup, which is great for DaVinci Resolve. It's like I got control panels here, the timeline here, depending upon section in the software, and then there's like something else over here. It just depends on if I'm color grading, which I haven't gotten to that. I'm not that skilled yet, but I'd eventually like to learn it, maybe help things look good. But yeah, I definitely want to redo this one. This one was the cheap one from which I was going to review it while everything was going on, but what happened was the things just didn't go that way. It didn't work out. I think something went wrong when I was doing the video. But I definitely want to redo this one. I also want to try the Logitech ones with this ring light, like attach it as opposed to that, and just see, which would have been a really good thing to use the one ball, the This one, which it'll be in another video. It has a quick release, and I need to buy a few more of them. That way I can screw them onto different things and just be able to take one off, put one on, and stuff like that. But I definitely want to retry this one. Again, as I always say about any of these webcams, the microphones suck. I would not use those. I would definitely use like a Blue Yeti, or which is the one I use, or something else to your liking, whatever that would be. But yeah, and I can't wait to go through the Switch and stuff like that. I finally found cables for it, thank God. The short ones. Because, man, I swear to God, that was ridiculous. It was like $39-40 for just one. And that's nuts, where I'm paying like $35 for a box of 5. I mean, it comes down to around, I think it was like $8 and something a cable. But that's a little more manageable than, you know, say $39 for one 7-inch cable. One. That's ridiculous. I know one thing I need to get. I need to get some kind of little footstool for underneath my desk now. But I hope you enjoyed everything. And as I always like to say, have a good day, guys.